What's up, world? My name is Cassidy and welcome to my channel, Wheel of Wellness. Today is my first update on my 31-day challenge, which I have unfortunately been slacking on an update a little bit, so I apologize about that. My original intent was to upload on this past Saturday, and I just had a really busy day and just haven't been able to get to it until right now. So I have a couple more updates for you, but that's just fine. So next Saturday I will hopefully be able to do my next update on this 31-day challenge. So I'm just going to go through all the days and talk about my experience with those challenges and kind of what it pertains to with wellness. So number one was I was doing it whenever I made my last video, was get your body moving. I was out enjoying nature with my puppy dog and just having a great time. It's great for your physical body. For myself, it's very therapeutic for my mental health as well. So just like mental, emotional, it helps in all of those different areas and it's beautiful. So that is a huge one for me, and I love just getting out to the trails whenever I possibly can. So my second day was write down a goal, and you want it to be as specific as you can, write as much details as you can. I am not going to be sharing my goal with you guys as of right now because it is something that hopefully you guys will see come into fruition within the future. So I'm not going to be sharing that right now, but I am really excited about some different things that I am planning for myself and my future. So, number 3 was to create a mood-boosting playlist. I actually have my playlist that is available on YouTube, and they're just songs that never fail to just put me in a good mood and just have me, like, sing along, and I love that. So number 4, I wanted you to either write or call someone and send them a message and just say how much you appreciate having them in your life, how grateful you are for what they've done for you or whatever. And I had a friend that I actually was at her house and I was like, hey, I was going to do this today, but I'm here, so I'm just going to tell you in person how much I love and appreciate you and just our time that we've spent together and all of the things that we have kind of overcome within our lives. So that was amazing and it made me feel really good. I couldn't stop laughing the whole time just because it's so, you don't usually say these things, I guess, in person to someone almost in like a letter type format, and she just, every time I started talking again, it was just like, oh my gosh, you're still going, here we go. So that was a thing, but I absolutely enjoyed that. So number 5 was sing loud and unapologetically to some of your favorite songs, or to your favorite song, whichever. And I do this every day on my way to work. Like my car, is my concert grounds. Like I get right into it. It definitely boosts my mood, puts me in like a peak mental space, and it's just something that I absolutely love to do on the daily, and I definitely appreciate that. So number 6, we had write down 5 things that you were grateful for. I actually have this on my Instagram, so if you saw my Instagram, I wrote down 5 things that I am grateful for. This is something that I like to practice as often as possible. Practicing gratitude is also a huge component of practicing mindfulness and just living in that moment and just being like, hey, this is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm thankful for. And it's so beneficial to your mental health, just to be mindful of like, I have all of these wonderful things that are around me that I can be grateful for. And that is awesome. So the next thing was unplug for 1 hour. For this, I did unplug successfully for 2 hours actually, while I went through some old textbooks and just made notes. That's just something that I really like doing. I love learning so much. I'm so grateful for learning and just how it helps me move forward both as a human or how it helps me in my field. So that is something that is huge for me. So I just literally sat for like 2 hours and just took notes and things that I found were interesting. And I just have a notebook that I noted it all down. And so that was a very beneficial thing, both for me, like emotionally and intellectually, which I find intellectually we don't always work on our wellness. So the fact that I love to learn is something that's awesome. So the next thing was schedule a friend date. I did have a wonderful friend date with someone that I haven't seen in a while, and I absolutely loved our time together so very much. And that is great for, our social wellness, and as well can be for our emotional wellness, because we are spending time with someone that maybe we don't get to see as often, and it just feels good to reconnect. Number 9, we had practice 5 minutes of deep breathing. So I do enjoy deep breathing and yoga in general. This is something that I try to practice often, even if I don't do it 5 minutes consistently. I do definitely do deep breathing exercises almost on the daily. Just be like, wait, I need a moment to recollect myself. I need to calm down and just bring myself back to like this feeling of calm and peace. So I just will do it kind of just throughout the day and be like, and then just breathe. And then it's just something simple as that I'll be going through my day and I'm like, I just need to take a quick couple of deep breaths here, and that would be fantastic. So that is awesome for so many types of wellness. Honestly, it can be your physical wellness, your spiritual. If you practice deep breathing within your spirituality, it just can affect so many different areas of wellness, and deep breathing is just a beautiful, beautiful technique in general in so many areas of your life. So our next 10-day challenge, our 10th day challenge, day and 10, whatever, that day, I had unfollow negative social media accounts. So this is something that I try to be very mindful of just kind of throughout. So I guess I didn't really have to go through this big purge, because I do, whenever I'm kind of scrolling or whatever, I'm like, I don't feel like this is someone that's like benefiting my wellness or whatever, and there's someone that I will get really angry or worked up or anything like that, or they just put me in a bad space, then I'll just unfollow them right then and there. So I really didn't have that much of a purge, but this is something that's super important, I think, for especially like the younger generation, where we're so kind of absorbed in social media in a lot of aspects, that if you have negative social medias that you're always kind of looking on, it's going to affect you hardcore. So number 11 was a day where I challenged people to no complaining at all. And this can be a huge challenge for people. Not gonna lie, through the day, I kind of forgot like what my challenge was, and I was like, and I had to bring myself back a lot of times to be like, remind yourself, like, hey, is this a complaint? Is this something that's necessary? Is it beneficial? Is it like changing anything for a positive? If not, then like, is it necessary? No, probably not. So that one probably was my most challenging challenge, I suppose, just because sometimes I do like about petty little things and I'm not even aware that I'm like, this is actually me complaining about a situation that like, is it really necessary for me to do that? So I'm genuinely, that was my most challenging one, and I would like to challenge myself to further days with no complaining, because it's just something that puts you in a better headspace whenever you're very mindful of that and how we talk to other people or talk about the situation that we're in, and it will deeply affect just our optimism and just how we kind of move throughout the day. So the last challenge that I'm going to be talking about is day 12, which is look yourself in the mirror and look at yourself and say things that you are grateful for or that you love about yourself. This sometimes will feel silly. You're just like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? But to really like look at yourself and connect with yourself and be like, hey, you know what? I do love this about you. I do appreciate this about you. And this can be a huge challenge for people, just to find the things that they love and appreciate about themselves. But the more that we practice that, the healthier mindset that we have towards ourselves, and that is a beautiful thing. It's one of the best ways to flourish in life, is just changing our perspective of ourselves and being mindful of the things that, you know what, I can do these things. I am grateful for my resilience. I am grateful for my strength, or like whatever that may be. It is so important to like recognize those beautiful traits about yourself. Anyways, that's all I'm going to be talking about today. It was a little bit of a longer video, so thank you if you have watched all the way through. Definitely appreciate it. I will be doing a update again Saturday. I'm saying it, Saturday. And it won't be as long because I won't have as many days in between that I'm going to be talking about. But I am loving that people are sending me some of the messages and they're saying, hey, this is like what I'm doing for today's challenge. And that is incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that stuff with me. I really love connecting with people in that way. So truly appreciate it. Can't wait to see you all sending me your different updates through the next week. And I will talk to you later. Much love and good luck, everybody.